Hey everybody, Jared Jones. Real estate investors, if you're flipping houses, you know that this is one of the craziest times to try and find a deal. The investors that I'm speaking to in the area, particularly around Florida, some in Tennessee, some in Nevada, they're telling me that it is crazy right now. You cannot find a deal, and that even the wholesale deals that exist, trying to buy from their go-to guys that have wholesale deals in the pipeline, they're uglier than ever. But I've got an awesome solution for you to help advance your investment career.
Nice.
And help you through the times that we're in right now. Because as you know, if your money is sitting on the sideline, savers are losers, inflation is taking effect, and you're not earning anything. And you're probably at home more than you want to be. So I'm going to try and give you a very unique way to get you in the marketplace and have you advance your business immediately.
Oh my God! Wow!
So here's the opportunity. As you know, unless you're living under a rock, there is a massive imbalance of supply and demand. There's way more people looking to buy homes. There's way fewer homes in supply, and everybody, even with the ugliest house possible, they're going to try and sell it for top dollar because they can. At the same time, you have a massive amount of cost increase. Lumber has doubled.
Prices could be at a new record high by the end of the week. Framing lumber is right around $945 right now. That's up over 110% year over year, up about 10% in just the last week and matching the 52-week high. So what's doing it? Well, three major factors. First, increased demand for new homes. Housing starts were up 30% year over year in December, according to the U.S. Census. Second, remodeling. The pandemic has everyone at home, and all that money we used to spend on going out and traveling, we're now spending on expanding and improving our indoor and outdoor spaces. And finally, rock bottom interest rates. They're just encouraging new home construction even more. And I want to throw in one other factor mentioned to me by Domain Timber Advisors. Durable goods are continuing to increase as people buy more large appliances and furniture, and those items are shipped on wooden pallets. Now, what does all this mean for the housing market? Well, the spike in lumber prices last year added over $16,000 to the cost of a newly built home for consumers, that according to the NAHB. And experts there are saying it could add even more.
Steel is climbing, crude oil is climbing, all the materials to build or even remodel are going through the roof. As that takes place, the commercial builders are having a hard time even meeting supply chain issues, getting enough houses to the market to sell because they can't even build them fast enough. And this is where the opportunity comes in. So the opportunity is this: buy a great lot, partner with a builder, and make big profits on it. As you watch this, you're probably thinking, hey,
if material costs are climbing, why would I want to build?
Well, the percentage of appreciation on a house is a much bigger dollar amount than the cost of the lumber. Most markets, and my market, price escalation is going much faster. You're making way more money as far as price gain from the house than the building material that will go into it to create it. It's outpacing the cost to build, and that's a great thing. But here's the other controllable factor, and this is where the opportunity comes in. I've got contractors that have a lot going on, and even some that are semi-retired that would love to partner with an investor who can actually pick the lot, who's willing to build the lot, who already does remodels on home flips like yourself, who's willing to do the supervisory role of calling a sub and getting them to the property and watching them build. In return, the builder lets you use their license, even guiding you, allowing you to have experience in this industry because you probably don't build from scratch. So then they enable you to have a license to develop from scratch, allow you to stay within the license structure, and allow you to kind of be the foreman, just like you are in your own flips, but making a massive profit on building a home from scratch. But you're thinking to yourself,
Jared, I don't want to pay a builder cost plus 20% because then I'm buying it retail.
and as an investor, you're smart. You can't buy things retail if you're going to make a profit. Here's what you do. You actually create a relationship of ownership, partnership concept with the contractor. So what happens is the contractor then allows you to work with you on this different basis. So the builder doesn't come into this like he's working with a mom and pop, that's highly emotional about their purchase and building their new house. It's just an investor, right? So it's simpler from that perspective. But also you have a capacity of experience, which the builder is going to appreciate, because the builder, in order to start building these homes for you, can allow you to purchase the land, can allow you to actually step in and meet different vendors at the site. So he doesn't have to hire more management. He doesn't have to add foremen. He doesn't have to add workman's comp and insurance costs to his business. So in return, you can get involved with that relationship on a different cost structure. Because me personally, I want to have these cost structures in at usually around 15 to 30%, depending on what the builder is required to do in the relationship. Meaning they earn the percentage of net. So they earn on the net profit. So the builder is now in the same cost lineup as you. They're there to try to drive down cost in the face of raising capital costs going higher to actually build a house. They're there to help get the subcontractors' prices down. They're there to lower material costs in order to drive a higher profit, because they're going to be paid off of the total margin. Now there's benefits to the builder. You would say to yourself, why would a builder want to do this? Well, I already told you the emotional baggage of a typical home buyer is not there. The situation being unique where you have some experience in the marketplace. You already know painters, you already know vendors, you already know how you want your houses to be finished. Makes it easier for them. The idea too is you do a lot of homes the same way. So you might be building the same exact floor plan that's a home run hitter all over town. That's good for you. It's good for the builder. They want to be involved. So the builder gets to leverage their license, not leverage their time. And they also get to leverage the ability to allow you to get experience in, which is great, because as an investor, the ground floor of our world is, what if you were able to build? What if you wanted a 3-unit building and you could build it yourself one day? Right? The reality is, most of you that are investors, that have the cash, that have the ability to get the credit to build a house, if you didn't want to fund the whole thing in cash, you want to get a construction to perm loan, that would be the next step. The reality is that most of you could not get a GC license. You don't have the foreman experience. Are you with me? Are you following what I'm saying? Because ultimately, out of this relationship, if you need 1 to 4 years of on-job experience, you want to partner with someone who will allow you to build into that apprenticeship and into this building process where you are making monumental returns at this time in the market, because there's no supply. You become this role of apprentice so that you then come out of the supply chain constraint with the ability to become a builder yourself, because 4 years down the road, that's your plan. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So in the end, you're not just a house flipper that's hiring GCs. Imagine yourself, once the market balance back out, being the GC yourself, being able to manage your own repairs under your own license. Whenever there's really significant remodels going on, you use your own. Now, I have a lot of contractors that I have relationships with, many of whom are all over the country. So you might be an investor that has cash in the bank, you have the credit resources, one or the other or both, and you're looking to kick off the relationship with a contractor who gets this already, who's in your state. I may already have someone who is for you and who will be willing to partner with you. So reach out to me if you are interested in jumping into this business. Send me your contact information. Let me know your relevant experience, kind of like what your targets are. You know, how much cash reserves do you have? Things of that nature that will help me guide you to the right partnership. And I'll do anything that I can to help you out. So here's what you do next. My information's on the screen. Call, preferably email your information to me. I'll get right back to you, and then we'll try and arrange a partnership as fast as humanly possible. But until then, I hope you guys are doing great, making big wins in this market. We'll talk to you real soon.